atom bomb, or the theory of relativity? What do you think is Einstein's greatest invention? Please watch the video until the end. Your opinion will change significantly by the end. Don't forget to write your opinion in the comments at the end of the video, and you can also like and subscribe in advance. Hello dear viewers. Today, I will leave you alone with the story of a genius who has shaped science throughout history, changing our world with his intelligence and brilliant discoveries. Yes, you guessed it right. Our guest is Albert Einstein, who revolutionized the field of modern physics and left his mark for eternity with his theories of quantum mechanics and relativity. But have you ever wondered how a regular child can one day become one of the greatest scientists of all time? Well, I want to start with an extraordinary story that combines the answer to this question with Albert Einstein's life. Are you ready? Einstein was born in 1879 in the city of Ulm, Germany. He was a curious and extraordinary child from his early years. He began questioning everything around him, especially with his highly developed observational skills. One day, when he was just 5 years old, something interesting happened while he was observing a worker at his father's company. While a worker was painting the stairs, Einstein watched him with curiosity. He asked the worker, "Why are you painting the stairs?" The worker chuckled and replied, "I'm painting the stairs because they have worn out, so they will look new." Einstein calmly asked, Okay. But why don't you repair the stairs first then?" This simple yet thought-provoking question revealed Einstein's curiosity and logical thinking during his childhood. Einstein's father noticed his son's intelligence and decided to support him. After some time, they moved to Munich with their family, and there Einstein enrolled in an advanced school. He was also different from other students in school. He provided extraordinary answers to ordinary questions and brought forth interesting thoughts in class. His teachers struggled to understand his way of thinking. One day, during a math class, his teacher asked him, "Do you believe that a person's intelligence can be measured?" Einstein simply smiled and replied, "Do you measure the intelligence of a fish by its ability to climb a tree with a net?" The teacher, taken aback, said, "No, of course not." Einstein continued with joy, "Then why are you giving me a test? The true measure of my intelligence is not solely based on test results." This response brought a big smile to the classroom. The teacher realized how different of a child Einstein was and understood that he possessed a special talent. These events nurtured Einstein's passion for science and his interest in pushing the boundaries of his thoughts. Einstein's childhood story demonstrates that his great success in science wasn't solely innate. His curiosity, questioning ability, and unique way of thinking guided him towards becoming a great scientist. And now, it's time to delve into Albert Einstein's youth story. Let's begin. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a young man. His name was Albert Einstein. He hadn't gained fame yet at that time, but his intelligence and curiosity caught everyone's attention. Young Albert would constantly conduct experiments, engage in thought experiments, and try to unravel the mysteries of the future in a small corner of his house. One day, Albert was shaken by a thought that aroused his curiosity. That thought was about the speed of light. He knew that people knew very little about the speed of light in those days. Albert believed that he could unravel this secret. He was so confident that he set up a study room in his house and began his mysterious experiments. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. Albert spent hours conducting experiments. Despite failing each time, he never lost hope. Finally, one night, he made a great discovery. He realized that the speed of light was a fundamental speed of the universe. He understood that light could never catch up to anything's speed. This discovery proved that Albert Einstein was a young genius who changed the world. He had now become an authority on the subject of the speed of light. He began sharing his thoughts, experiments, and findings with people. However, Albert's contributions were not limited to his discoveries about the speed of light. He was also attempting to explain how speed worked in the universe. This is where the famous equation E equals mc squared came into play. Albert discovered that energy is dependent on mass and that as you approach the speed of light, energy increases infinitely. These discoveries allowed him to revolutionize scientific thinking. Albert Einstein became a figure who revolutionized modern physics and helped us understand the mysteries of the universe. His impact in the scientific world is still felt today. Albert Einstein was one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. One of the most remarkable things about him was his introduction of the theory of relativity. These theories explain how time and space interact and how they change the functioning of the universe. One day, as Einstein was on his way to a conference where he was invited to give a speech on the theory of relativity, he experienced an interesting incident. Along the way, he received a letter that told the story of a girl who had visited him. The letter expressed her immense curiosity and her desire to learn more about general relativity. Einstein carefully read the letter and pondered for a moment. Eventually, he decided to tell a story to satisfy the girl's curiosity and provide her with a true understanding of general relativity. While heading to the conference, he used the notes and anecdotes he had brought with him to create an engaging narrative. At the end of the conference, Einstein takes the podium and begins to tell the story of the curious girl. First, he takes the audience on a journey into the strange nature of time and space. He explains the theory of relativity with concrete examples, inviting the listeners into a fascinating world of thoughts. Einstein describes how stars, planets, and even time are engaged in a grand dance. Taking notes on papers, He does his best to provoke thoughts and ignite the audience's curiosity. As he narrates cosmic events, he captivates the listeners. As the story progresses, he explains how time can stretch like an elastic band and how space can bend. Seeing the awe in the eyes of the audience, Einstein realizes that their curiosity has not yet reached its peak and decides to push further. Finally, the story reaches its climax. Einstein summarizes the theory of general relativity, explaining its role in the universe and the understanding it provides. He equips the audience with a deeper perspective on the mysteries of the universe. At the end of the conference, the audience rises to their feet in applause. Einstein has responded to the letter of the curious girl and impressed her as a true storyteller. The audience, having learned more about general relativity, has opened themselves up to the secrets of the universe. Einstein's story inspires people to delve further into the study of the theory of relativity. The audience feels how Einstein's journey of general relativity has impacted and provoked their thoughts. At the end of the story, people are more motivated to dive deeper into the depths of the universe. Now I want to delve into a topic that will take you into deep thoughts: Albert Einstein and the atomic bomb. This topic is both fascinating and controversial because Einstein was a scientist who played a significant role in both the discovery of nuclear energy and the development of the atomic bomb. Once upon a time, there was a great conflict and war prevailing in the world. The shadow of World War II covered everything, and people lived in fear. During that period, scientists were also searching for a glimmer of hope within this fear. And that's precisely when Albert Einstein entered the stage. He was an extraordinary physicist and genius. With his intellect, he had a tremendous impact on the world of science and completely transformed humanity's understanding of the universe. But Albert Einstein was about to take on a different role this time. Einstein, at that time, was working at Princeton University in the United States. Faced with the terrifying threat brought by World War II, the U.S. government decided to embark on a project. This project aimed to develop a weapon that would change the world using atomic energy. Einstein was included in the project, and the group of scientists he was a part of started working on how to build an atomic bomb. However, as time went on, Einstein began to feel uneasy. He wanted science and discoveries to be used for the benefit of humanity. But the atomic bomb possessed a terrifying power that could cause immense destruction and loss of life. To ease this uneasiness within him, Einstein took action. He wrote a letter and delivered it to U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt. In the letter, he warned about the destructive power of the atomic bomb and the dangers associated with its use. However, things did not go as he had hoped. The intensity and urgency of the war led the United States to continue working on the atomic bomb, which created a great disappointment within Einstein. He advocated for the peaceful use of science to lead humanity towards a better future. Eventually, the atomic bomb was developed and dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. These attacks resulted in the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives and caused massive devastation. Einstein was deeply saddened by these horrific events. For the rest of his life, Einstein learned from this experience and focused on conveying the destructive effects of nuclear weapons. He continued to emphasize the importance of peace and understanding for the future of humanity. Albert Einstein, throughout his life, prioritized the power of science and the act of questioning. He never hesitated to follow his curiosity and ask questions. And this passion made him not only a great scientist but also a courageous individual and an inspiration for the world. This story shows that Albert Einstein was not just a scientific genius but also a brave person and a source of inspiration for the world. The lesson we learn from his life is to push our boundaries, follow our curiosity, and never give up. I hope this story has brought you one step closer to the inspiring world of Albert Einstein. His story is so captivating and instructive that it encourages us to follow it until the end. Gather your courage, nurture your curiosity, and pursue new discoveries. Believe me, when you push your limits, you never know what you can achieve. I hope this story has encouraged you to think. If you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.